Alright guys, what's up? My name is Bryce, aka DubsNotSubs, and today I'm pretty excited. It's a very nice day outside, first off, so I kind of want to be outside and read some manga, chillax, have a good time, because apparently Twitterverse is kind of on fire at the moment. It blew up yesterday. It's been kind of a dumpster fire. And am I going to give my opinions on that? No. But anyway, this video, it's just going to be me going through my manga collection. I want to show you guys all what it looks like. Also, let me introduce to you my new best friend. This is a Blue Yeti microphone. Before, I was using my headset from my my gaming headset. Here, I'll grab it real quick. Let me show you. Alright, yeah, it's right here. I use this thing right here. Alright, my door's not closed. Get over it. You're going to ruin the whole video. God, so inconsiderate. Anyway, I use that all the time, and that thing, you could hear in the previous video how bad it was. I was like, nope. Can't do that no more. This is the mic we use for Turbo Penguins, actually. I bought it a long time ago, or when it, probably what? When did we start? I'm trying to think when I started Turbo Penguins. Anyway, it was like 2014. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. I'm going to go through all my 2B Red, which is a hell in itself. It's a mess over there. I got a bunch of stuff to catch up on. I'll show you the shelves right behind me, and then I got one more shelf in another room. But anyway, let's get right into this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Also, I got to carry this around because it's attached to my mic. Yay. Alright, here we go. Here's like the first little bit of my collection. This is just kind of like attached to my wall right on my bed. There's Kuro Sensei, that blanket. I love Assassination Classroom. It's a great one. I'm waiting for that box set though. Okay, let's go through this first one right here. Alright, we got Flying Witch. This one was pretty good. It's pretty relaxing, but I mean, there's really not much going on with it. It was almost a little too little going on, which is kind of hard to explain, because at least with Yotsuba, it was gratifying in a certain way, but I don't know. I didn't enjoy this one as much, so I don't know if I'll be continuing it. Then we got Gigatamaxia. I'm never really good at pronouncing things. I realized that recently. I suck at anything English or anything. Even, yeah, this is like a foreign translated thing, I guess, but even the English words I'll butcher because I'm terrible at everything. Anyway, that's a one-shot by the guy who did Berserk. I actually got that before I got the Berserk's Deluxe, but I really do enjoy that. Well, the Berserk one. I haven't read this one yet, but I need to get to it and actually check that one out. Then we got Kaguya-sama, Love is War. I think I fought 4 and 5 somewhere too. It's just not up on here directly. I got it hidden somewhere. I don't know. I kind of like the anime more, so I might just wait for there to be a sequel to that or a new season. Hopefully there will be. Noragami Stray Stories. That's just like the extras that they had at the end of chapters. Nightmare Inspector. This one's actually pretty good. It's like it's some kind of demon or something that's in human form, and it goes and eats dreams. I've only read the first chapter of that one. I need to finish that one. Then we got Golden Kamui. I never, again, can't pronounce things. Anyway, I was actually really stupid and didn't get volume 10, so now I'm waiting for that to come in. I had to go to Amazon, so, great time. But this is like the staple of seinen manga, in my opinion. Art, comedy, and everything. It's so good. Inside Marie, that's new Suzo Oshimi, a thing. I really do like all his stuff before Flowers of Evil. Actually, Happiness got me into it, and I got Flowers of Evil after it. But I'm kind of waiting until 10 comes out, which I believe volume 10 of Happiness comes out in December. That'll be good, though. Persona 4, it's good. It's just the game in manga form. Made in the Abyss. I love the anime, so I wanted to check out the manga. I haven't done that yet. I got it all, like, used and stuff. So I just need to wait for that. Actually, this one has a little bit of yellowing on it. Here, let me see. Oh, right there. But other than that, all the other ones are in really good condition, and I got them for super cheap. But anyway, let's get to the next part. All right, here we got two Abandoned Sacred Beasts. I checked out Tales of Wedding Rings on the Crunchyroll manga app. Yeah, that's where I checked it out. It's pretty good. I really liked it, so I wanted to check out his new stuff. I saw this was on Vertical, and I wanted to do this one because it's cheaper than Tales of Wedding Rings, which is like $13 a volume, and I'm like, nope, I already read most of that anyway in Crunchyroll manga, so I'm trying to keep up with that one. This one right here, next up, is Rakria by Bochi, but art by Bochi. He didn't write it, but this is out of print. This is the first out of print series I ever collected. Actually, volume 5 went for like what? It was like $100, even more than that. It wasn't like crazy high. It's no longer human. It's not that bad, but still, this one was really fun to actually collect. It was really fun to actually try to search for an out of print thing. I'm gonna try it more. I got actually another one I'm going to try for pretty soon. I'll show you guys later at the manga haul for either August, September, depending on when it comes in. Hiromashima Playground, just a bunch of short stories by him. Huge fan of Hiromashima. Fairy Tail, one of the first things I ever watched in anime. It was really good. And I'm checking out Ian Zero right now, having a great time with that. I'm caught up. Next we got Voice of a Distant Star, Makio Shinkai. I liked, what was his other one? Garden of Words. I rented that from the library and I liked it, so I wanted to try out more of his manga version of the books or movies, because I can't find all the movies everywhere. But anyway, then we got Die World Gelder. Dude who did Blades of the Immortal. I haven't checked this one out either. I'm waiting to finish Blades of the Immortal. I'll show you that one in a little bit. But let's get to the next shelf. Alright, here we go. Now we're in freehand mode, so now my camera's going to even get more shaky, because that's great. But anyway, now we got How to Treat Magical Beasts. This is, it's pretty good. It's a calming little veterinarian thing where they have mystical beasts and real beasts. It has surprisingly a lot of information containing to real veterinarian work, which is pretty cool. I really like that one. Blue Exorcist, that's the first one. If you watched my first video, it's the first manga I've collected. I'm waiting for 19 to 22 to come in, because then I'm just going to binge that all, because I like to binge my series for the most part. Rave Master, now that's a fun one. That one sucks because it's all out of print, so now I got to find 1 through 35, so that's going to be a nightmare. But I can't wait. I'm actually really excited for that, because seeing his first work, it's going to be pretty cool. Ryori Kenshin, I got one. I got on another shelf, I got the whole rest of it. I got a great deal on it on eBay, and it's actually, I'm really excited to read it. I heard a lot of good things. I hear a lot of controversial things about it too, especially about Flip Otaku putting it in an S tier. That's been a whole thing. But then we got Yotsuba. I'm only on volume 2. Sadly, I need to read more of it, but it's just like I try to make sure I only have a certain amount of stuff I read at the time, so it's just kind of on the back burner for the moment. Then we got Elfen Lied. Need to check that one out again. Haven't done it yet. It looks really good. Dark series, and it's looking pretty good. I was going to watch the anime, but I was like, the manga's coming out. I want to see the original source material, because it seemed pretty cool. Then we got Blades of the Immortal. I'll show you the rest of that in a little bit. For the kids I saw in my dream, my friend told me he liked Erased, and it was like $22 for that. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna check out his newest work because it's cheaper. So I'm gonna see if I like it at all before I go back and check that out. But I haven't checked it out yet. But once I do, it will decide whether I get the next one or Erased. Then we got Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga. Anime was great. That's what made me finally pull the trigger on it. I saw it all the time. I'm like, all right, maybe this time. And I finally pulled it. I'm really excited to actually get into that once I finish up the other 2 series I'm currently reading. But yeah, there you go. That's the first little bit of my shelves. Ooh, wow. Great camera work, Bryce. All right, right here we got on the first shelf. It's kind of messy, as you can see on the right. That's just stuff I've started and I need to finish, but it's not on my direct to be read shelf. But it's like, things happen. Then we got, first on the left side, we got If It's For My Daughter, I Defeat the Demon Lord, which I just noticed is not in chronological order. But it's whatever. The anime came out, decided to check that out first to see if I would like it. I bought these actually before I knew the anime was going to come out, but, you live and let die. And I liked it. I mean, I liked the anime a lot. I just hear that towards book 6, it's going to get a little more exciting. Some should call it a little bit more bunny drop, if you know what I mean. Then we got Boarding School Juliet. I really like rom-coms. It's like a guilty pleasure of mine. I do super enjoy them. This one's very solid. I actually saw this on Amazon first, their Amazon anime. I think it's an Amazon exclusive, but this is really good. I really loved it. It's actually one of the first things I watched too when I got back into anime, and I love that. It's very good. Then we got Black Torch. I love the artwork by Tsukiyoshi Takiki. It's so good. The story was awesome. I thought it could be actually had a lot of potential to continue. I thought it was it kind of imagined it like a darker Naruto with a sci-fi twist to it, and I really loved it. And I thought it could be a lot better than 5 volumes. But things happen. People don't like everything. That's what I thought about Sayuki. RIP. I really enjoyed it, but people did not. It's sad. Anyway, and then we got Layback Camp. Super relaxing. So good. Nothing has made me want to go camping more than this, or get up and do any activity more than this, because I've been consumed by the thought of camping ever since I watched the anime. I had to get all this because I wasn't sure that it was going to be a season 2. Apparently there is, so that's pretty good. But Layback Camp, that's a 10 out of 10 to me. I love that. The only thing I really don't like is how his use of shadows in it, or he just his line thing over the characters a lot where it makes them dark for no reason. I don't really like that. But anyway, we got the My Hero Academia Smash for Coma. Haven't checked it out yet. Radiant. Really enjoyed the anime. As you can see, 5's over there. I need to catch it up. This one's very wordy. I opened this thing up. I thought My Hero Academia got bad, or Dimension W got bad at times. This one, oh my god. It's going to take me forever to get through it. But, it's still really good. I really enjoyed it, and I look forward to get into it. Seven Deadly Sins. Love this. Love this so much. Love the anime. And I love what they did with the spines, because Kodansha usually does, like, nothing for the spines. But the fact that they actually kind of Dragon Ball styled it with, like, everything connecting, it's so good. I can't wait to collect all of this. I'm watching the anime currently. Fall, there's going to be a new season, guys. I can't wait for that. That's going to be really good. Then we got Imperfect Girl, another Nisanone. But it is a manga, which I think is his only manga adaptation or work. But he wrote it. He didn't draw it or anything. But I was actually super excited when I saw this. I was like, all right, I got to check this out, because it reminded me a little bit of Sickness Unto Death. And you guys know how much I love that if you watched my recommendations video. We got Beasters. Haven't checked it out yet. I need to check it out more. It seems really cool. A lot of societal stuff, it seems like. A lot of social commentary. Then we got Galaxium. A lot of pop culture references. I very much like pop culture references. It's very good for me. I love referencing things as much as I can, just because I think it's funny. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But then on the right here, we got To Band of Seeks number 4. You guys already saw that over there. Time Killers, Blue Exorcist. That's like a bunch of short stories by her. Also, I didn't know it was a her until like a while ago, and I was like, wow. Some of most of my favorite manga are created by girls, which I think is really cool. I thought that was awesome. Then we got Torture Princess. That one, I didn't know that. I thought it was going to continue from the light novel. Apparently, this is the only one. So if you want to do this or read the series, check out the light novel, because it continues. So that's what I'm going to be doing, because I really enjoyed this. I thought it was really good. I read like the first 2-3 chapters. Oh, cool. My dog's barking. I hope you guys can hear that. Oh, there she goes doing something. But anyway, yeah, Torture Princess. Very good. I'm going to check out the light novel for that, because I really enjoyed that. I'm Sitting on a Million Lives. Another isekai. But, I mean, it's not that good. I don't know. I need to cancel the rest of my pre-orders I have on it. I like the first thing, but now I'm kind of bored of it. And, I mean, it's his first work, whoever made this, but I was like, it's okay. You can tell it's a first work. That's not my favorite thing. And then right below that, here, let me angle that down. The Destiny comic collection. I love Destiny. One of my favorite. It's like my favorite game of all time. No, it's not my favorite. It's probably my second favorite. Number 1 is Call of Duty Black Ops 1. But anyway, it was when I saw this, I was like, oh, that's super cool. You can learn more of the lore and stuff about the series. So I definitely bought that. Had that pre-ordered. Need to get through that though. All right, there you go. There's shelf 1. Let's get to shelf 2. Also, I'm sorry about this being so blurry. There's not much I could do. I only have my phone on my camera. I've actually been planning to upgrade my phone too. But man, it sucks. I mean, it's okay. But you can tell how blurry it is. I'm sorry about that. But please live with it. I just have no other options right now. Hopefully in the future, when I get a new camera, I'll definitely probably redo this, and so you guys can actually enjoy it a lot more. Or, I mean, if you enjoyed this because I'm telling you all about it and having a good time, make sure to tell me, because I really do enjoy making these. Anyway, let's get to the second shelf. On the left here, oh my god, this is not even again. Man, and look at that too. If I would have just brought it back out, I wouldn't have had to move it at all. I could have just went straight to my second shelf. But anyway, second shelf. What do we got first? We got 12 Days. It looked kind of cool. It just seemed like an interesting concept. A lot about getting over death and how to console and learn acceptance and stuff. It seemed pretty good. And we got Spice and Wolf. Spice and Wolf, I didn't know, again, has a different manga ending than a light novel, which I didn't know, because I would have got the light novel, because I didn't want a different ending. I wanted the original ending by the original creator. I hate that. I mean, I'm going to read it anyway. I'm going to check it out and see if it's any good, because I already bought it. So if I like it, I'll continue and have that ending. It's just disappointing, just because, I don't know. I kind of wanted the original creator's ending, because it's his work. I don't know. It's just a personal thing for me. Wow, I said, I don't know, like 4 times. Oh, my God. Then we got Cage Eden. That's one of my favorite survival things right now. I'm reading through it. The thing that sucks only is I don't have 12 yet, so I'm going to have to do that digitally. I have it running, or I have it ordered, but I'm just waiting for it to come in. I'm like, I don't want to wait at all, so it's going to have to go digital with that. Then we got Blade of the Immortal, the omnibuses. Waiting for the final one. The 10 is going to be the final one. So I'm super excited to finish that, because once that gets done, I get that final one in, I'm going to binge that whole series. It's what I usually plan on doing. I usually prefer binging series, just because, I don't know, it's good. It's good to do one, like, concurrent, but I think the best is to binge it, because then you get the full story as closely as possible and as together as you can without being broken up. Then we got we got Made in the Abyss, like I told you over there. Can't wait to read it. I'm completely caught up with that. I need to check that out. So once I finish, like I said, Boarding School Juliet or Cage of Eden, then it's going to be my next series, because I usually run 2 series at a time. I don't know if I said that earlier, but I did now. Then we got For the Kid of Solomon Dreams #2, Poet Clan. This looks pretty good. It's an older series. I think it's from like 1970 or something like that, maybe even before that. It's like one of the original shoujo books, but I'm super excited to get into that. It seems really cool. I love Fantagraphic stuff. The way they make their books is just so beautiful. Then we got Knights of Sidonia, which is I love Tetsuo Nihai, his stuff. Apotamus got me into all this stuff. I checked it out randomly via Vertical because I think I remembered Knights of Sidonia was on Netflix, so I wanted to see if it was any good. But I got Apotamus. Then I went back, got the manga of a Knights of Sidonia. Now I saw these master editions, which are pretty cool with the color editions and everything. Funny story, Right Stuff messed my stuff up at first, and then they made me ship it back, but now I got an all new good copy, so it's all good. But anyway, that's my second shelf. Let's get to this final one, which I have to freehand again, so get ready for some shaky camera work. Alright, for this final shelf, on the left, we got 20th Century Boys. I love Naoki Urasawa. This is actually my first work I've seen by him, or read by him, so I need to check out the rest of his stuff. But it's very good. I'm waiting to get everything all at once. I'm going to binge this one because I feel like it's best to read it all at once with all the mystery and unraveling and all that. So I'm super excited. I thought about the singles, but I was like, man, I really like these Vids things that they're coming out. They're very nice. They're very produced. Very nice. So great job, Vids. And we got Bokurano. I didn't know it was a library book when I bought it pre-owned, which was a rip. They didn't tell me on Amazon. Well, they always say may or may not, and I need to never buy ones that say may, because if it says may be a library book, it's 100% a library book, so watch out for that. But anyway, we got Happiness. Happiness was the first book. Well, I read volume 1, and that got me really into it, and I, again, waited for everything to come out. I got what, 6 through 8 I got coming in, and all I need is volume 10, which comes out in December, so I'm super excited for that. Wotakoi, a josei that I thought looked really interesting. I need to check it out still. Rom-com about what it's like to be a taku and be in love. It seems really good. It's kind of like me, but I don't have love. Then we got Goodnight Poon Poon, super depressing. Need to check out the rest of that again. Just waiting for me to finish up other stuff to get to it. Bakugaimon, I want to get that back for memory's sake. As you guys know, it's my first manga. Then we got Heroic Legend of Arslan. The Heroic Legend of Arslan. Man, again, God, I gotta do something about my pronunciation. Oh, there's Kaguya-sama. Oh, I only have up to 4. Okay, well, guess you learn new things every day. But anyway, Arslan looked really good. I was gonna check out Silver Spoon because that's she actually writes it and does both of it. But I was like, man, $13 again for that volume. I was like, nope. I'll check that out later when it goes on sale, stuff like that. So I decided for this one first. Again, it's just a plague of waiting to finish up series because I don't want to overload myself with a ton of different stories because then everything is mixed up and then everything is jumbled, and I don't really like that. I did that before, and it's just it's not fun anymore. That was my rookie days. Now I'm a veteran, as you can tell by buying 3 shelves of stuff I still haven't read. Then we got Smoking Paradise. Love Dead Man Wonderland. Again, just waiting for it to catch up. Yotsuba. Love Yotsuba. The Bride and the Exorcist. Another rom-com. Look, the first chapter I really enjoyed. I don't think it's anything revolutionary, but it's good. It's very enjoyable. I can't wait to check out the rest of it. I've only read the first chapter again, so I need to finish that one first. Magical Specca Asuka. Yes, that's what it is. Yeah, that one's pretty good too. I like the spin on Magical Girls because what got me? Machimaho. I'll show you that one in a little bit, but yeah, that spin on Magical Girls, the darker side of it, made me want to check out more stuff like that. Then we got Devilman Crybaby, which is pretty good. I haven't read it. I saw Devilman Crybaby on Netflix, so I wanted to try out one of the manga. I didn't know they had the original one, so I need to check that out. Actually, the OG stuff that they remade. I don't know if they're out of print now, but anyway. Yeah, it's super good. Or not super good. I don't know yet. But yeah, a lot of dark, very Devilman. Oh, I just noticed I wasn't on that. Oop, my bad. And then finally, on this shelf, we got the art of Pokusa Demizu. It's very good. I love his art. He's one of my favorite artists of all time. But anyway, that's his art book by Pioneer International. Ooh, definitely check that out. I gotta work on my camera work. God, I suck. I'm very self-hateful. I just noticed. What's wrong? I don't understand why, every time I mess up on something, it's just man, you're stupid. Do you ever get like that? I don't know. It's just something I do. I need to fix that. Alright, cool. For our next shelf, we have my one that you guys see in the videos, the top shelf. So you guys should already see most of this stuff if you watched any of my videos before. But anyway, we got Apotamus. Love that series. It's my favorite Tetsuo Nihai work so far. I got another one in there I'll talk about later. But yeah, that one's my favorite so far. It's very well done. Art's great. cool action, great story. Then we got Arca Under the Bridge. Honestly, probably in my top 5. This is a gag slash rom-com. It's so good. It's so perfect. The art, the characters, the story, everything about this is magnificent. I don't think I have a single complaint about this. The way Vertical makes these books, they're great. The only thing I would rather have is French flaps. That's just like a personal thing. I think French flaps are pretty cool. But then we have A Silent Voice. Love the movie. Love the movie so much. My favorite animated movie. I had to get the box set. I haven't read through it yet. Although I did read Volume 1. And man, this dude, he's kind of a jerk. Even worse than he is in the movie. It's kind of making me hard to root for him later on. And then we got Astro Lost in Space, 1 through 5. Read this actually on the Shonen Jump app. I read it at my work. It was the first book I read at my work because I got the Shonen Vault thing and it just came out when I started at Chrysler. Love that series. Fantastic space adventure. If you guys want to check it out, check out the anime. It's very good. I'm watching it with my friends. I've only watched episode 1 though so far, but so far the art direction, the way they paced it, it's very well done. Ooh, what was that? Anyway, then we got Burn School Juliet. Told you about that earlier. Cage of Eden, Great Survival. But there we go. Yeah, that's pretty much bookshelf number 1. All right, next up we got, what is it? It is the rest of Cage of Eden through 11. That's all I've read up so far. I'm on 12, which is the digital thing I told you about earlier. Then we got Eden Zero. Fantastic. It's not a sci-fi. It specifically says in the end of number 1 it is not a sci-fi. It's a space fantasy because that's what he thought sci-fi was, which is actually pretty interesting that he got that confused as a kid and made a space fantasy instead. But it's actually very well done. I love his works, as I said. And you guys know, you complain about he reuses assets and everything, but I don't know. I just think it's charming. I just love him. I love everything he's done. Maybe it's just because he's one of my first creators, and Fairy Tail is like very near to my heart, and I love everything he does. I even love Rave Master. Everything he makes is very well done and very perfect, in my opinion. I know there's a lot of flaws in the way story writes and stuff, but if you just let yourself get involved in his world, let it consume you in the way he desires, you will fall in love with every character and everything about it. But anyway, we'll go with what's next. Go with The Clouds, North by Northwest. Great series. I'll show you the other one by, I don't know if I think it's a girl who made this. Not that it really matters, but it's very good, very well done. It's like the beginning is very like, most of it's set up, but then the second half of it actually, I think, dives into what the main story is going to be about. Definitely check that out. Art's amazing. Next one, we got The God's Lie by Kaori Ozaki. Very good one-shot, one of my favorite one-shots. And actually, her new series is, Golden Sheep. That one looks very good. It's like, honestly, it's probably my most look forward to manga of 2019. I can't wait to start that one. It looks so good. It's about growing up, coming back, changes in life. It's just how people change. It just seems super good, and it has a lot of potential. When I've seen, I love her artwork, and I love slice of life and drama kind of things. So it's like, I just can't wait for that one. Next, we got Grand Blue Dreamin'. Honestly, another one of my top 5. It's so good. The perfect essence of a comedy, of slice of life, growing up. Even though there's a ton of humor, there's like a lot of lessons you can learn from it in the same way. It's so good about college life and all this funny stuff. It's perfect. So if you've never checked that out, it's great. How to Treat Your Magical Beast. That's 1 and 2. That's what I've read so far. I'm on Volume 3. Volume 3 is the current one also. Very good, like I said. Next up, we got Kaiju Girl Carmelius, which actually, this is my first shoujo that I know of. That specifically I knew was a shoujo when I picked it up. Very good. I really enjoy it. How she, like, when she falls in love, she turned into a kaiju. It's awesome. Then next up, we got Kino's Journey. I was going to check out again the light novel, but as you know, it's out of print, and I don't even think you can find it out of print. I don't even think it's in English in the light novel form, but they're releasing it in the manga form, and it's pretty good. The art struggles for some of it, for not everything. It's not bad. It's not going to win any awards. Actually, honestly, the girl, or the main character, Kino, is probably the plainest looking character, but I love the story. I go for the story. It's very good, like in a story aspect. If you can get past the art being just okay, it's not bad. It's just like, it's just okay. You know what I mean? It's like a 5.5. It's nothing special, but anyway. Next up, we got Laid Back Camp. Like I said, one of my favorites. It's so good. Then we got Machimaho. Machimaho, honestly caught me so by surprise. I picked this up randomly. I didn't know what it was going to be about. But, man, when I opened this book, it brought me to a world I didn't know I needed. But now I know I need it, and I love every second. I can't wait for 3. 3's in the mail. It's coming, like, Tuesday. I can't wait. Next up, we got Noragami. Noragami, #1 shonen manga of all time. Maybe my #1 manga of all time in general. This story, the characters, the art, everything, perfect. Masterpiece. I can't say anything else a masterpiece. You might find personal problems with it or complaints about it, but I have none. I honestly don't. I'm like, every time I read it, I can't wait for another story. Every part, it grips you so well. It just keeps you engaged, and she does such a great job. Aji Choka does such a great job. I just noticed I have my mobile charger right there, and it's a Charizard one. Here, I'll show you guys it. Actually stole that from my friend, and it just fell over. Awesome. Ooh, and it fell over. I just noticed that I turned the mic the wrong way. I'm doing great, aren't I? You can tell how professional this is. But yeah, there you go. There's bookshelf #2. All right, and for a third and final shelf on this one, just know the shelf below is just the rest of Rurouni Kenshin. There's nothing else there. What is that? Oh, I thought I heard whistling. It's just somebody's car going by. Anyway, then we got the rest of Noragami. What do we have next? We got One Piece. Man, that's going to be a journey once I finally decide to cross that bridge to get the rest of One Piece. I'm on like 325 in the anime, and I'm like, man, I just kind of want to read the rest of it, which sucks for me because that now means I have to buy 93 volumes of One Piece. But also, in the same aspect, I get to have 93 volumes of One Piece. I can't wait to collect that one. I'm super excited for that. Love that series. It's like the third one I checked out. Me and my friend, I think, again, way back then. I don't remember what book we got to. Something, maybe it had to be just past the Crocodile arc. The one with Crocodile. That had to be the Alabasta arc. That's what it's called. That had to be, I think, when we probably fell off the first time, but I got way past that in the anime, and now I'm kind of burnt out on it because I watched so much on short little time. But, things happen. I can't wait to check out more of that. I just need to get back into it. There's actually like a special edition, too. It's like glossy. I didn't know that when I got it, but, I'm not going to complain about it. Next, we got Plus I've Elf. It's ecchi. It's an ecchi. Like, I can't, it's about, like, a chiropractor and otherworldly elves getting fit. Honestly, though, there is a lot of health tips in it, too. So, in the same vein that it's, like, super ecchi, it's very informative and very, actually, pretty interesting. And it's pretty good. I can't wait. I didn't actually think it was going to be good. I actually bought it on accident on Amazon. I didn't mean to. But I was like, all right, I already bought it, and it was pretty cheap, so I'll just check it out anyway, I guess. Again, I had my thing turned on the side. I'm sorry about that. I looked over my thing. I was like, why is my audio so quiet? Anyway, sorry about that, guys. But yeah, very good. Next, Promised Neverland, as I said in my recommendation video, very good. Like not 10 out of 10 because it hasn't finished yet. I can't give it a 10 out of 10 until it finishes because they might mess something along the way up, although I don't know, and I don't think they will because this writer-artist combo, perfect for each other. They complement each other in every way. The art, the thriller aspect, the comedy, as I said, perfect. Check this out. Next, Extravaganza. Extravaganza by Udon, very good. The book quality, also very well done. 1 second. Sorry, I need a drink of water. I was choking over here. If I talk too much, it kind of dries out my throat. Anyway, Extravaganza, very well done. Very good. Art's great. Again, a lot of ecchi. So if you don't like your ecchi stuff, it's about a queen who's a ruler with that helmet. If you can tell, I don't know if you can see that. That's her right there. She's great. She's actually pretty likable. All the girls and every character actually is drawn very well. The only thing I really don't like about it is kind of like the grandpa dude or the old dude, just because I feel like it's kind of forced what he does, and he just forces a lot of ecchi moments where I feel like just for the sake of ecchi. There's no like, I'm okay with like frontal nudity or whatever if it's actually progressing the story in a way. A lot of his scenes just seem like, oh, look at me, I showed your boobs or something. It's like, it's just seems forced, and it wasn't my favorite part about it. But everything in this story overall is very well done. The adventure aspect of, I don't want to spoil any of it, but yeah, the adventure aspect of it, it's very good, very well done. And then next up, we got Super Dimensional Love Gun, not gum, by Shintaro Kago. Love his work. I did not know I would love his work because I thought I was going to be too much for me because of this aero grotesque style he takes. But in the end, I ended up loving it. It was something very special. that I didn't know I was gonna enjoy like so much, but it made me check out the one you'll see in like two in one after Berserk, Dimension 21. But let's go to that one. But yes, definitely check out Superdimensional Love Gun. Honestly, I'd say check out Dimension 21 first, because it's not as extreme as Superdimensional Love Gun, because his stuff gets kind of like over the edge. And if you want to get used to his work, definitely check out Dimension 21 first. Next up, we got Berserk, the deluxe editions. Very good. I didn't want to pick up the single ones, because I was like, first off, they all were like a bunch of out of print. So I was like, why would I ever want to get into this thing? So the second I saw the deluxe ones, I was like, all right, time to try this out. God, it's good. It's great. Everything about this thing is great so far. In the Golden Age arc, and everyone says is the best part. Honestly, I'm going to keep collecting even after that. Hopefully, I don't know how it's going to work once they get up there. If I'm going to have to go back to the singles, or how they're going to do this deluxe stuff once I get up to like volume 40 and caught up with the manga. But, cross that bridge when we get there. Anyway, great thing. I'd wait till again. Amazon has it go pretty cheap. Never buy it when it gets pre-ordered right away, because like when it's at 50, just pass. If you wait until closer to the release date, it's gonna go down. I've gotten both of those for like 27, which is almost half price, and that's from Amazon just lowering the price normally. Then we got Dimension 21, as I said, very good, about a girl who helps old people. I don't know the term, nursing home assistant. She's not in a nursing home. It's just what's it called? I'm not going to remember. Anyway, yeah, it's very good. Next up, and like usually Berserk isn't actually on the shelf I have in the lower one. I just didn't want to have to get down on the ground and have to record that. But then we have we got all our comic book, or not all my comic book, all my art stuff for the most part. I got a couple other stuff other way, but I'm not going to grab it. The other one, the only notable other one that's not up there is Kubo and the Two Strings. The only reason it's not up here is because the book is made like, where would you put this anywhere? It is like a really coffee book book, a coffee table book. That's what it is. Man, I can't speak. Anyway, we got Comicers art. This one's actually really interesting. It shows you a lot of how the artists make stuff and a lot of the insight of the manga community and how to create manga. And then the next one, I believe, is it's just the same thing. It's number 2, Comic Arts 2. Both of them are very good. Check them out if you like art books and want to learn more about the manga community. Then we got One Piece, the Color Walk 1. I'm just going to wait to get the Color Walk Compendium. Very good. It's Oda Sensei. He makes perfection. One Piece is great. Next up, we got Pokemon Adventures. I need to check out the rest of the manga. They're having those perfect editions, or not perfect edition, whatever, the omnibus editions coming out soon, so I'm just gonna get that. I was gonna get the box set and stuff. I still might get the box set because it's pretty cheap, to be honest, so I might just do that instead, but we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Next up, we got what's his name? 1 second. Alright, that was not what I thought it was. It might be by Ikeda Manabu. That's who I thought it was by, but I'm not exactly sure anymore. But anyway, yeah, the next one is by a Twitter artist. His name is Daisuke Richard on Twitter. I think that's his Twitter handle. But it's a lot of cute girls and like different kind of room collages and all this good stuff. So that's very well done. I really enjoyed it. And I didn't think I would. I just kind of saw it randomly on Twitter. You know how it goes. You just scroll in the feed, and all of a sudden you just see this amazing artist. You're like, man, gotta follow. I love art and like finding random artists and stuff that I don't think anyone else would know. And then finally, that one, not the yellow one, the one in the end, is by Ikeda Manabu. He makes some of the coolest art I've ever seen. He makes these crazy large landscapes of stuff with like even American pop culture. There's even one where there's like the Wisconsin Badgers logo and stuff, and like this like garbage heap and stuff. I don't know, it's not really garbage heap, it's more like debris and stuff. Debris. But anyway, very good. He's one of my favorite artists, and I loved it. I saw it on, I don't know if you guys know about this, but there's like something on the internet where there's this online museum. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but there's an online museum where you could tour it, and it's only digital, and that's how I found his art. It's very good. Definitely check that out. If I can find it, I'll put it in the description, or I'll put it on the screen or something. I gotta remind myself to do that, so hopefully I'm listening to this part. But anyway, this is shelf number 2. Let's go to the final shelf. Alright guys, for the last shelf here, this one's actually like a really long shelf. It's only three tier. It originally was only intended for like gaming figures and stuff. I think that's what it's made for specifically. Am I recording? Okay, cool. Anyway, yeah, this was specifically made for not manga and like figures and stuff, which it was originally, but I switched it off for this when I got into this. But yeah, first off, before we get into the actual shelf, let me show you this. Hopefully you guys can see that, because I can't see the screen right now. as you can see, that was the Full Metal Alchemist box set. I love that series. I had to buy it when I got back into manga, obviously, because it was one of my first series, and it's very dear to my heart. But anyway, let's get right into this first shelf. We got, first up, 20th Century Boys, like I said. Which 1 and 2? I read the full omnibus of number 1. I'm just waiting to read the rest of it, because I could tell if I was keep on reading each one, that I was kind of get a little lost. And I really don't want that to happen, so I'm just going to wait for it all to come out. I'm going to pre-order each time, and I can't wait to read it when it all comes out. Next up, we got Arafuta. This one, for an isekai, I love. I really do enjoy this one. The characters are really fun. I got the manga version of this instead of the light novel version. Hopefully, it doesn't have a manga-only ending, which is really going to make me mad if that happens again, because I really enjoy this, and I want to know how they end it properly. Very good series. There's harem. It's your typical... It's nothing special. It's not going to, like, reinvent the isekai thing, but it's like... It's not reinventing a wheel, but it's still a Firestone. You know what I mean? It's good. But next up, we got Biomega. This is the one I was talking about. Like, kind of, I like by Tetsuno Nihai. Like, the first 3, and towards the end, I was kind of like, okay, I don't know what's going on anymore. Because this one, he doesn't have a lot of dialogue in, which I think is really cool. Trying to tell a story through that, but the problem with that is you can get lost sometimes. I didn't know what was going on, and I didn't know who some of the characters were when it ended. I was really confused. I love the bear, though. The bear guy was awesome, and I just don't know how it ended, though. I know how it ended because I read the whole thing, but I'm just like, I don't know why, and I'm confused at what actually happened and stuff, because when I had 1 through 4 right away, and then I was just waiting for 5 and 6, and when I got 5 and 6, oh my god, I lost it. I don't know what was going on. Next up, we got the Blades of the Mortal. These are the single ones. This is 1 through 17. The other ones I had were 18 and beyond. Well, I was 16 because that's like the first omnibus, so I had to go back to 16 and the rest, but you know what I mean. 1 through 17, very good. I got this for a very good price. It only sucks that I couldn't get the rest of them in the single editions, but there's not much I could do, and I love this series. Very well done. I'm glad I at least have some of the singles in any capacity, because these are very cool to actually see in like this comic. It's weird that they're right to let, just because it's manga style, but it's very well done. It's very good. Then next up we got Blank Canvas. Very good, very good. It makes me want to check out the rest of her stuff. She's great. This is great, talking about the story, the author's autobiography of basically how she became a manga artist. Very well done. Art's great. Makes me want to check out Princess Jellyfish. Tokyo. I'm not gonna pronounce that right. Tokyo Terabora Girls. I don't have it right in front of my face. I'm just trying to remember it. But that one, those two. I want to try out Tokyo Terabora Girls first, because it seems something that I really like, because it's a rom-com in a sense, and I really love my rom-coms. Next up, we got... Here, let me move this over. That's the second half of the shelf. We have Blue Exorcist. Very good shonen series. Love it. Very well done. It's getting a little... I don't know. It's not as good as in the beginning, definitely. I definitely enjoyed the beginning more, but maybe it's just because I'm kind of coasting at this point with the series, but it's very good. Still enjoying it, still going to continue it. Cat Paradise. Cat Paradise is by Yuji Iwahara. Like I said, he is great. He's one of my favorite guys, favorite manga creators in everything. Maybe my favorite manga creator, because I've loved everything he made. That's why I picked up that other one, which is his first work. I think it's his first work, like I said. But Cat Paradise, let me talk about that before I get way off track. Cat Paradise is a shonen adventure fantasy. It's very good, actually. It's about, like, and I gotta remember real quick. Basically, there's spirit animals for, like, that protect everything in, like, Japanese culture, basically. And the humans were wiping them away. And then the cat protector, cat spirit animal called Kane, got trapped and sealed within a high school, or like an area where a high school was built, and now the student council and the main character have to go in and basically figure out how to destroy Kane, or that's how to destroy Kane is how it's set up, but it gets more involved in who's really right and who's really wrong, and the twist at the end is very cool. I love how it ended. It's very great. But anyway, Cat Paradise, very good. But next up. Next up, we got Bunny Drop 1 and 2. I'm never going to collect the rest of that because it's out of print as heck. But I'd like to, actually, I need to finish it. I'll probably read it all digital. But as you guys know how it ends, it's going to get a little bit racy. But you know, I think I'm going to enjoy it just because it's so outlandish that I think it's just going to be something that's so crazy that it's good. I don't know. Maybe not in that way. It sounds bad, but you know what I mean. Or maybe you don't know what I mean. But anyway, next up, Children of the Whales. I think this is a shoujo. I don't know. I didn't think it was a shoujo, but I don't know if it's a shoujo or not. I don't think it's a shonen. Definitely don't think it's a shonen or a seinen. Actually, it might be a seinen. I'm taking that back. I think it's a seinen now that I'm thinking about it. Anyway, very atmospheric, very philosophical. I really like it, actually. I didn't think I would like something so atmospheric and, like, that really, the story is told through metaphors and stuff like that. Nothing is, like, drawn out in front of you. It's very much make your own interpretations of a lot of stuff. It's very well done, though. Art's great. I love the covers of these vid sigs. Always do a great job with this stuff. Love that none of them are messed up, like my Kodansha stuff, because, God, if I have another ripped spine, I'm going to freak out. Next up, we have DDD, Dead Demons Wonderland. Great series. Love Ino Asano. I need to check out the rest of his work. That's why I have Goodnight Poon Poon, because I checked out Dead Demons before that. As you can see, I'm very new, because I always check out their newest work for the most part and creators. And then if I like that, then I go back to try to do it, which I don't know. That's really the best option. Maybe I should, like, figure out what the best work and then check that one out first. But, you know, I do me, and it works out. Dead Demons is great. Fantastic apocalypse story. I really love what he's doing with it. I can't wait till Downfall comes out in 2020. That one's going to be really good. But there we go. There's bookshelf number 1. Let's head on to number 2. All right, we are freehanding once again, so this is gonna be something else. But here we go. I got Dead Mount Deathplay. Very good. I actually really enjoy it. It's a reverse isekai. And the villain becomes a hero in a sense. It's something I didn't expect to be that I would enjoy, just because I thought isekais are very iffy for me. It's like either I love it or I hate it. This one I do love. It's nothing like. Actually, I would say it's really good. In my opinion, I really like the darker aspect of it, and that's the darker tone, and that the Demon Lord is actually a good guy in this sense, and the way he actually thinks, and getting to see behind, like, the other side, and kind of just brings the question, who really is the bad guy? I really like stories like that. Next up we got Dead Man Wonderland. Very good. Love it. Great time. Action thriller. That number 5 right there, which is the Tokyo Pop one, I actually got in a manga mystery thing, or a manga blind box that Rice Stuff does, and that's what made me buy the rest of it, because I was like, man, the cover looks pretty cool, and also, this is the only one that's rated M, so it's the only one that has, like, I don't think anything's censored in it, but I don't think any of the other ones are censored either. I don't really know why that one's M, and the rest of them are T or whatever. But yeah, very good. Check that out if you haven't. Definitely great thriller, great darker story. Then we got Demon Slayer. There's like not enough good things I can say about it. Shonen Jump has killed it forever. They know what they're doing. If you like shonen, you'll love this. You'll love it. If you watch the anime, oh my god, the anime is something else. It's going to be anime of the year. That's just my early prediction. I almost guarantee that. All right. But anyway, next up before I like freak out on that one, Dimension W. Again, this one is probably another one in my top 5. What do I have? I think I have 3 top 5s so far, so I have 2 open slots at the moment. Anyway, this is fantastic for a sci-fi action adventure seinen. It's so good. It's got comedy. It's got comedy, action, great characters, great art. Everything about it, I really have no complaints about this series. Again, another series I just love. Sci-fi. It's so nice to see sci-fi for once, because there's not really mainly focused sci-fi stories in manga for some reason. I just don't think it sells as well as in American culture, but this is fantastic. I love it. All right. All right, next up, Dr. Stone. Again, Shonen Jump kills it again with the world turning to stone. I didn't actually watch the anime for this one because I had too many shows that I was trying to catch up on. 1 second. All right, yeah, I didn't really watch the anime for this because I had a lot of other animes I was trying to catch up on. I had to pick and choose my battles, and I chose Fire Force over this one just because I really like the battle mangas, and I want to see it translated into an anime. And it's actually, I'm really happy with my choice, to be honest. Bochi's art, as always, is one of the best. I love that. That's why I picked up Rakuria at the beginning. Next one, we have Dojin Work. This is just a full coma about the Dojin community and like events that goes on. It's actually pretty good. I need to pick up the rest of it. Finding volume number 2 is going to be trouble. But other than that, I think it's only 4 volumes long, but it's very good. It's actually really well done. I'm usually not too big of a fan of 4 comas. There's only this one and one other one that I have that are 4 comas, I think. Next up, we got what is that? The Dungeon of the Black Company. This is another great series. Something, it's like a NEET who builds a hotel gets teleported. It's another isekai. Like I said, it's either very hit or miss for me. This one was a hit. It's so good for an isekai. It's very funny. The way they go around and he tries to create a new company so he can get his NEET lifestyle back with NEET, not an employment, education, or training, just in case you didn't know. But it's great, funny. The art's amazing. The storyline's awesome. It's just another one. I forgot how good this series is just because the releases are so far in between each other, which sucks. All right, but anyway, next up we got the Elder Sister Like one. Another great series, shorter one. I hate that it's actually the volumes are so small and they're so expensive. Oh my god, I hate how Yen Press can charge so much for such a small volume. But anyway, it's very good. Very it's got a lot of Lord Cthulhu and what's his name? Lovecraftian type stuff in it. It's like the theme of it, and really so far it's just kind of been a lot of like slice of life with a demon so far, with a lot of underlying story. The story hasn't broken out of how it's supposed to be. It's mostly been a lot of setup, a lot of character introduction. I don't know if it's going to explode at one point, so to speak, but something's got to happen because there's too much setup for something not to go wrong, and I can't wait to see where the story goes. Next up we have Fairy Tail, only volume 1. Just want to commemorate that I loved the anime. I'm going to finish the anime. The 100-year quest or whatever it's called is coming out, or it's actually in the mail too. It's coming Tuesday also. I can't wait to check that out. Need to finish the anime though, just so I can get the ending and then go to the next one. I don't know how much of a continuation it is of that or how much of a spinoff of it is, but I need to finish it anyway, just for personal reasons. I'm kind of just waiting for the season to end so I can binge it all in one point. But next up we have Fire Force. Soul Eater, watched the anime and Netflix part of it, and I was like, heard it had an anime original ending, and I was like, oh, I'm going to get Soul Eater. Then I was like, oh, look at that, another $13 manga volume. I was like, then I saw Fire Force, I was like, all right, I'm going to check this out, because I loved his Soul Eater, and I love the anime, so I decided to continue with that. I love Fire Force. It's great. Fire Force is amazing. The anime is amazing. It's a great time all around. Great action manga. He knows what he's doing. Atsushi Okubo knows what he's doing. He knows how to create a great manga that's action-packed, funny, has your ecchi moments in it. Not really a lot. It's not overbearing. It's nothing like, not a lot of forced stuff, but for what it is, it's very well done. All right, then next up we have Flying Witch. Like I said, don't know if I'm going to continue it. I'm standing on a million lives. Again, don't know if I'm going to continue it. Then we have Flowers of Evil all the way down to the rest of the Flowers of Evil, the complete edition. Here, let me read just that. All right, cool. But anyway, hopefully this lighting isn't too bad. Anyway, Flowers of Evil, great story about growing up and his stuff. I love this. I'm so happy I checked this out before I read Happiness, just to see, because a lot of people say this is best work, and so far I agree. And then again, it's the only work I've read by him, like that I've completed. It's very good. Art is really good. I love how rough it is and how like it gives that really like an unsettling feeling the way his art is. And I actually like how his story ends. It's not like something where you leave unsatisfied. It brings a satisfying end. At least this one does. It brings an end the way it should be. But anyway, great series. Check that out. And we got Glepnir, another dark series. I really love these dark action series, and they've been releasing very quickly for the most part. It's another one that's very well done. Action, art, it's all gruesome. It's dark. It's funny. Again, has its ecchi moments in it. I try to call it out because some people don't really like ecchi stuff. So if you don't like that, I kind of call it out so you don't have to like waste your time on it. I don't know why. As long as it's like not overbearing and like really forced all the time, I don't really have a problem with it. Next up we have Golden Kamuy. Like I said, standard of seinen. Funny, action, art, everything about it. Again, gotta wait till it's closer to the end before I call it a top 5. But honestly, right now it's in my top 5. It's so good, so well done. Next up we have Howling Moon. This is the one with Trinity 7 and then High School of the Dead. Like I said in my other video, I think Goodbye and Being Reincarnated is a better story so far. But I have to wait to see this one. I'll probably pick up one more volume just to see if I like it. Next up, we got Kagami Sama's Love is War. Really like it. Although the art, I kind of prefer the art in the anime more than I do this one, but it's not bad. It's good. Next up, we have Komi Can't Communicate. Komi Can't Communicate. I can't express how good this story is. This is probably going to be up there and contender for one of the best manga of 2019 for me. It's very well done. So funny. So comic. It's so like perfect at addressing what it tries to do in social anxiety in high school life. Very well done. Next up, we have Made in Railways. It's a josei. It's very good. I love how it's basically a bunch of love on a railway. It's really good, actually. I didn't think I would enjoy the art. The art kind of grew on me towards the end of it, but check that out if you like. It's a one shot, so you don't. It's all contained in the one thing. I like how he connects it all at the end, or how she connects it all in the end. Magnus at the Library, very good. If you obviously, if you like manga, this is gonna be great because it's a lot about books, reading, taking care of it. Your love of books, it's good. The art's amazing. It's got a Aladdin feeling to it, which is perfect. Next up, we have My Hero Academia, probably the last for my top 5. That's probably my top 5 right there. Golden Kamuy, My Hero Academia, Dimension W, Grand Blue Dreaming, and then Arc Out Under the Bridge. At least that I can think of right now. Probably that's my top 5, I would say, manga of all time. But My Hero Academia, amazing manga. I need to get 5 through 9 and 11 through 13 just because I was collecting, I think 16 was the first one I started when I started with the manga because I was starting with the anime and I wanted to read both. I was going to read the manga and then keep up with the anime in both because it's just so good. I had to see it as much as I possibly can. Great shonen. Best thing on Shonen Jump right now that you can read. Very good. All right. Next up we have Oh Maidens of Your Savage Season. I originally didn't think I was going to like this one, but man, it's really good. It's very good. I was thinking it was going to be more like Galco Girls, which I didn't really enjoy. Because I don't know, it wasn't really my thing. But Oh Maidens of Your Savage Season, I didn't think was gonna be what it was. But the second I heard it was by the creator of Makuya When the Flowers Bloom, I love that movie. This thing instantly encapsulated me. Then I checked the first episode of the anime because I heard that was out. Saw the first episode, was like, all right, it's a wrap. I'm reading the manga of this. It's great, amazing series about growing up. It's a lot more girl centric. There's a little bit. You could, as a guy, you can relate, just not as much as a girl, in my opinion. Just you can. It's definitely, but it's not marketed towards guys, just so you know. I'm not going to get into all that because that's, that kind of got racy a little earlier. But, whatever. 1 Week Friends. I believe this is also a shoujo and very good. It's a 4-coma series about just a girl who forgets her memories each week. The ending was a little lackluster. It wasn't everything I supposed it would be. Sorry for the shaking hand thing. My hands are not very steady. But anyway, next up we have Persona 4. Like I said, it's just the game. It's good. Nothing bad about it. Nothing special about it. If you like Persona 4, that's what it is. Next up we got Radiant. Great series, like I said. French artist, is nice to see that manga is actually spreading out from that. I can't wait for visual originals to come out. I honestly thought about trying to write for that, but if I do it, I want to try. I need to actually spend time. Now, obviously, you have to try, but still, I need to spend some real time about it and try it out and see if I can actually do it or not. Because who knows? I might be the next Oda Sensei, but I probably won't. Anyway, next up we got Ran the Grey World. This is the other one I was talking about. That was by Go with the Clouds North by Northwest. Very great series. Very atmospheric. Very magical. Would be the word I explain it because it is a witch. I don't know. I think this is a seinen also for some reason, but it's very good. A lot of stuff again is very metaphysical, very philosophical. Make your own endings. The story, in a sense, is a lot. Also, the way I'm just noticing now, I think it's connected in a way. All the hair I just noticed on the spines are all connected through one another, which is pretty cool that I didn't actually notice. But yeah. It's very good time. Next up, we got Brave Master. Love this series. I love Hiro Mashima. Here, let me move over to this last thing. All right. Love Hiro Mashima. Great creator. Love that. Check out his first actual serialized series. Going to be so hard to actually find with his, the rest of his stuff. Or the rest of that, just because it's all out of print. But, you live, and it's going to be a fun time. Anyway, for the last little bit, we have 600 Death. Like I said, and the stuff, very good. Very not self-explanatory. What's the word? Very thought-provoking. Something that's going to leave an impression on you. Very good. Very well done. Next up, we have To the Abandoned Sacred Beast. Like I said, great action series, great adventure. Again, social commentary on this one a little bit, I think, about soldiers and stuff like that. Next up, we got Spirit Circle. I need to finish that. Another very good sign-in series I need to finish out. Yona the Dawn. Love this. For my Shoujo B. I bought this actually before Kaiju Girl, but I read it after that. I need to get the rest of these. It's very good for a shoujo action manga. Well, I haven't read any other ones, so I don't know how bad or good the other ones are, but it's very good, very well done. Yotsuba, like I said, very good. Witch Hat Atelier, very art beautiful on that one. Again, a very magical series. About a girl trying to become a full-fledged witch. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. That's the last shelf right there. That's everything I have. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you do enjoy, and if you do, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I will see you in the next video.